Hey y'all, so we are going to be thinking about dividing decimals, and this time we're thinking about the traditional algorithm. So you may be familiar, I'm just going to write the traditional algorithm. So this system kind of banks on you being kind of comfortable and confident with your basic multiplication facts, right? Because you end up using your multiplication facts in order to solve the inverse operation, which is division. And the good news here is that if you feel comfortable in understanding the algorithm for whole numbers, the algorithm is exactly the same. The process is just slightly different with one teeny tiny little adjustment. So when you set this up, you're going to read it as your first number, in this case 8.82, that goes inside of the house. And you're going to make sure to include that decimal, of course. Where did the decimal go? We'll put it back in. This is called the dividend. It'll be divided in the end. Dividend. This over here is what you are dividing by, 1.8. This is called the divisor. Why does that decimal keep going away? Um, it's like a magic trick. Why won't it stay? Weird. We'll try a different color. How about a different color? What? Okay, that's very strange. Um, I don't know why it's doing that. Either way, we are going to go ahead and divide. So the most important thing that you are going to do here is you're going to recognize that dividing by a decimal is going to be pretty ugly, right? If you need to divide this number 8.82 or 8 and 82 hundredths by 1.8 or 1 and 8 tenths, woof, I don't know my 1.8 facts. Right. So, what you can do is you can use your understanding of place value and you can use your understanding of that base 10 system, and you can get your whoop on, right? So you can essentially multiply each of these by 10. So when you multiply 1.8 by 10, right? Or you whoop that decimal over to move it behind the digit in the ones place value spot, you turned this into 18, right? And that is 100% legal to do so long as you do the exact same thing to this side. So you need to move your decimal over here. Okay. So you've multiplied what's inside of the division house by 10, and you've done the same thing to the outside. It's now legal because you've manipulated them both by the same amount. So now what's cool is you're ready to solve. So your new problem is 88.2 divided by 18. Okay. So when you divide, before you divide, you want to make sure that you boop, 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 bring this decimal right up top, right into the quotient spot. I like to call it the rooftop. If you think of this like a division house, the rooftop up here is where you shout your answers from. So now that you've done that, whoop, you've plopped your decimal up there, you can essentially pretend like it doesn't exist. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to erase all of the blue decimal action here because it's basically like since we've moved it up exactly, erased a little too much, exactly above where it started, exactly above this place value spot here. Now we can pretend like it's not there. Okay, so now process is the same. We're going to say, how many times does 18 fit into 88? Well, I'm not super comfortable with my 18 facts, but 18 is pretty close to 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80. I know my hypothesis is it's going to fit at least 4 times. So let's see, 18 times 4. I'm going to do 8 times 4, which is 32, and 4 times 10 is 40 plus 3 is 40. 72. Okay, so you're going to say, can we add on another 18? 72, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Oh, it just misses, right? So it fits 4 times. So it doesn't, so in other words, it doesn't fit into 8, but it fits into 88 4 times, which is 72. And when we subtract, we see we have 16 left. Okay, well, 18 doesn't fit into 16, so we can bring down the 2, ask ourselves that same question of how many times does 18 fit into 162. We'll put that answer right up here, and then we will be done. And in this case, you will find that